Hi everyone, I'm Jake Tysiak with Keller Williams, and February 4th is National Homemade Soup Day. So today we are out in Aurora in my kitchen, and to celebrate we're going to be preparing a very easy and simple, a very tasty and delicious vegetable soup for you. So grab yourself an apron, throw on some music. Alexa, play Jake's playlist, and pour yourself a glass of wine or two. You know what, let's stick with one glass of wine. Soup is a great option. It's one of my personal favorites. Goes great on a cold day, as we had this past week. But also, it's a good way to get started if you're not too familiar around the kitchen. It's easy to throw into a pot. It's hard to overdo, and you get to play around with some flavors and mix and match. Vegetable soup is a great option as well because it's healthy for one, but two, it's also vegetarian, obviously. But you're gluten-free, dairy-free, and you can sort of just put in what you want. If you want something a little bit heartier, add some pasta, or if you need a protein, add some beef. So today for our soup, we're going to be using some green beans, onions, celery, and carrots, a little bit of corn, and some peas and potatoes. We're also going to be using some diced tomatoes in there as well. Let's get cooking. For dicing an onion, leave the root on and just take your knife and make some vertical cuts along the length of the onion. Then turn it sideways, holding that root, and finish up your dices. Leave it nice and clean. Next, we'll heat up a little bit of olive oil in our pan and throw in our mirepoix, which is a French term for our onions, carrots, and celery. You'll start sweating those a little bit and you'll start to smell that aroma. Very popular with soups and sauces. By sweating, you'll start to see some of the onions and carrots start to get a little translucent. Then it's time for the rest of our vegetables, leaving out our tomatoes and potatoes. Once they're in the pot, give it a stir, let them heat up, pull out some of that flavor. Give it a few minutes, and then we're going to throw in our stock. Today I'm using a chicken stock, but you can of course use a vegetable or a beef stock, whatever you have laying around. Now we're throwing in our potatoes, and of course last, our tomatoes, a little bit of juice in there for a little added stock. Give it a stir, let it simmer. Let it simmer as long as you want. Don't forget about it, just give it a stir. Oh yeah, don't forget about your wine. So I hope you try out this recipe, and if you'd like even more details, you can find those in the description below. I'm Jake Tysiak, and I do appreciate you watching these videos. If you like cooking and just want maybe a little bit more space in your kitchen or a different layout, I would love to talk with you. In the meantime, try out this recipe, have the family around the table, invite some friends, bring a bottle of wine, because after all, a family dinner table, great place to celebrate life. Yep, that's so good. It is good. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and share it with your friends. Check out some of the other great spots we've visited where you can celebrate, and hit that subscribe and bell button if you'd like to stay on top of even some more wonderful places that you can visit and celebrate here in the West Chicagoland area.